Yo, what's poppin' guys, and welcome to another Scratch tutorial. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a top-down scrolling system, as in a infinite expansive world that is scrolling, like, you know, top-down game like Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, Cory in the House, you know how it goes. Alright, so anyways, here we go. So I'm going to start by deleting the little cat. I'm going to name it. I'm going to name it Top Down, if I could spell, Scrolling Tutorial. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. We're going to save it right off the bat, just like that. So how are we going to start this? Well, I'm going to start by making a character. So just any little guy. Any little guy, really. We'll make him blue. We'll make him a blue circle. There we go. Just go ahead and name him player. Or whatever you want. Name him whatever you want. Doesn't matter. So, when the green flag is clicked, we're going to have him go to 0, 0. Well, actually, no, not yet. We're going to make a variable called player X and another one called player Y. You're going to hide those, and right at the beginning you're going to set player X to 0 and player Y to 0. And then you are going to go to make sure X is player X and Y is player Y. That means it's basically the same as saying go to 0, 0, but we want it like this for practical reasons. There we go, look at that. Now, after that, what we want to do is set up a forever loop with some controls now. If key up is pressed, we are going to change player Y, because Y is up and down. We want to change Y by, for example, blah, blah, I don't know. For this example, just because what we're going to do, it might seem like you want to do 3, but trust me, it's -3, alright? Just trust me. Or watch it not be, and then I have to change it. Expect that to might have to change. Down arrow, player Y, 3. Right arrow, player X, -3, even though in most cases it would be normal 3. And then left arrow, 3. Okay, cool, but now, like, that doesn't actually do anything. I know. Calm down, okay? We're getting to that, alright? My lord. Also, you might as well just huck a show in there, because why not? Next, we're going to create the world. So I'm just going to call it world. So we're just going to create a little thing. If you want to know how I'd set up this system, so first of all, that's just my normal stuff. This is like grass, right? Also, backdrop doesn't really matter, but I'd most likely put it to black just because, I don't know. Shut up. So we're setting up the world. And the world, when the green flag is clicked, go to 0, 0. And look at that. Okay, there you go. Let's go to 0, 0. Boom. Here's how I like to do it. When I'm making my games that I'm using the system, I make a new thing, and I just call it tile set. Just like this. And then I put all the stuff that I'm going to need. Like, for example, just to make sure everything lines up really nice. I like to do, like, for example, let's get a little path color. That's our path color. And that's our path thickness. Oh, no, I can make it a little bigger. I need a big path thickness. That's a good thickness. And then I'll just put it up here. And then whenever I need that specific tile set, I just grab it, copy, and then that can always stay hidden. That one doesn't need to be shown, ever. You don't have to do this. This is just for sanity's sake. So let's set up a world. So let's say we start with, so look, here's a tile set now, and you can just make it big, I guess, but I can just do that part myself. Just what I'm going to do is get the color, first of all, of the floor. I'm going to make like this little square, and I'll put it right in the middle. Then I'm going to load up our tile set. Put it right in the middle. It's going to like stretch out in that direction. And stretch out in that direction. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, not done yet, not done yet. I need to actually stretch it to the edge. There we go. And then I'll add in another tile set like this, and I'll make it go down and also up. A little bit more. A little more. Okay, do that, and then, there we go. Alright, cool. We have this little thing, right? I just realized that's not right. There. Wait, hold up, what? Huh? Alright, whatever. We'll just do these two ways. Doesn't matter. you can do it up and down too. Now, what do we have? We have this little thing. Oh, also, you might want to have that player go to front. That's another one. That's another thing. Boom, there we go. There's our player. So, and you're going to name this costume of the first one 1. Just like that. Then let's quickly make another one. Really quickly throw together. This one will be going in this direction, right over here. So, give me my tile set. And see, we line it up in the middle now, and then we can move it over to the sides, and now we know it's the exact same thickness and the exact same area of our other path. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Call this one 2. There we go, and then we'll make one for the other direction, but this one will have a path upwards. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And this little area over here won't be a thing. There we go. Look at that. Okay. 3 different paths. 1, 2, and 3. So, here's how I'm going to set it up. So, this is 1. This is where we'll start. 2 will be put over on this side. Or, yeah, this part right here will be put over on this side. And then this side will be put over here. Cool. Now we just kind of have to set it up. So, how do we do that? Well, in your world, you're going to create 2 variables. Make sure you're under world. Make sure you're selected your world sprite. And you're going to call this world X. And click for this sprite only. That's why you need it under world. World X and world Y. Also for this sprite only. Okay, now you have this. So multiple clones. If you remember from my clone health tutorial, multiple clones can have multiple variables. Alright, cool. So, when the green flag is clicked, repeat, and you're going to have to change this number as you go. So right now we only have 3, right? We have 3 costumes. So for every costume you have, put that there. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing you can... as far as I know, there's nothing you can plug in here. Like, well, maybe there is. Hold up. I don't think there is, but there might be. There's like a number of... Do you think if we did... Wait, hold up. Nah, for sure not. Do you think length of it would work? Length of costume numbers? No, it didn't work. Alright, whatever. So just set this up for now. If you find something, do that. Do that. I don't know anything, though. If anyone knows in the comments, definitely tell me. Just to be able to tell the number of things. I mean, I guess you could set up a system like where you do check, and then you can set check. No, you couldn't, because you still have to find a way to set check to that. Never mind. Okay, so just keep it like this. So we have 3. Repeat 3 times. Just to make sure it loads, everything loads in properly, I like to add a 0.01 between this. 0.01. Create clone of myself. Just like that. Also, you might recognize this if you've watched any of my other tutorials. If I could spell it right. Do you like that word, guys? I bet you love that word. That word's probably your favorite word for a variable. So, set change to 0. Change by 1. I can hear you sighing right now. You know exactly what's going on. If you're familiar with the channel. That is not what I need. When I start as a clone. Oh boy. So when I start as a clone, we need to identify which costume it's going to be. So we will set costume. And this is why we're naming it 1, 2, 3. So change can easily be put up there. to change. So if it changes up to 3, which will happen because it'll start at 0, repeat 3 times. So at the first time, it'll set it to 1, create the clone of itself. When the clone is created, it'll do this will be 1, and it'll set the costume to 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then continuous until you're out of stuff. Anyways, so after you set the costume to change, what we need to check is which number it is. So the bigger your map is, the longer this script is going to be. I can't find a way to shorten it. I'm sure there is one. I'm sure if I spend like another hour or 2 messing with it, I can figure something out. I don't want to spend another hour doing it though, because I'm lazy. So what we're going to do is do what I did when testing, which is if costume number equals 1. So if costume number equals 1, which it should, then we needed to establish what coordinate this part of the world is going to. So here's where we get into some technical things. If you look right here, it's probably hard to see in the video, but you can check on yours. If you fill up this entire thing, which I like to do because it's the easiest to be able to map this stuff then. Get out of here. Well, I'm going to close Discord. Get out of here. So you see it says 480 by 360. That is how big this sprite is, which is going to become very important. Keep those numbers in mind. 480, 360. 480 is how long, 360 is how tall. So think of 480 as your x-axis and 360 as your y-axis of your sprite. All right, cool. So we need to set up the coordinates of this specific piece. This is why we had world X and world Y be for this sprite only, so it can house multiple of these. So we will set world X. Again, do you remember what our world X was? It was 480. But either way, both of these need to be 0 because it's the one you start on. We're doing the one that you start on, so we need it 0, 0, so it starts right at the beginning. Okay, there we go. World X and world Y. Before we do that, you could, in theory, add these other ones and add that, but we're not going to be able to move around still. Keep in mind, we don't have anything to actually move us from point A to point B. So what we need to have a setup is we need to, first of all, have it actually go there. We're just setting it. So we need to go X, world X, Y, world Y. Pretty easy. Now what we need to do is we need to get ourselves a forever loop. Hello? Oh, hello? Hey. Oh, you're still going. Okay. There we go. All right, there we go. That's a lot better. So, forever, we will have you... Oh boy, what did I set up? Hold up, I'm going to look at the other project. 1 second. Right. So, remember here... I don't know why I forgot this. So if you remember, oh, and by the way, if you don't believe me that I'm like looking at my own project, here it is. It's my own project right here. Cool. It's looking at. Why is it an in-card tab? So I can have 2 accounts open at the same time. This is not on the DK tutorial account. It's on a different account. But yeah. So what we need to have set up is having it go to player X and player Y so that it moves. So we're not actually moving the player, we're moving the background. We're not actually moving the player, we're moving the world. Player never actually moves. He stays in 0, 0 forever. So that's kind of cool. So we need to have go to Y and go to X. Player X, player Y, just like that. Oh, also, I forgot I normally zoom in now, don't I? So you can actually read. Then we need to set up an if statement, as you probably saw. Well, actually an if else. So we need to grab ORs. We need 4 of them. Well, actually, we need there to be 4 slots open. So, and then we need these 2 to go like this, and then less thans to go in these last 2. So these are 2 greater thans, 2 less thans. So what I like to do here is change these to 500. You could, in theory, make them shorter, but I know 500 works 100% of the time, so that's what I'll do. I think 285 is the lowest you can do, but I wouldn't even do that, because if it's higher, then you'll have borders that don't... You'll see. It's a lot... 500. Start with 500. Change it later if you want to. Start with 500. It's a good number. So what we need to do next is actually set up the position of this specific clone. So if your X position is greater than 500, right? If your Y position, and then these are negative 500s, X position, Y position. These are just to make sure, like, if this, so it's going to be moving the world. So if the world ever moves up into, like, really side, it'll just hide it. So it doesn't have to load multiple things at the same time, which we don't want it to do. If we load too many things, it'll lag. So what we'll do is we'll just hide it. So hide it and show. Just like that. Now you see, when we start the game, what did I mess up? Hold up. Hold up, what did I mess up? Did I mess something up, sweetheart? I feel... Wow, those vehicles are just really loud right in my ear. Oh my goodness. Ah, that'd probably be the reason. Get rid of that, maybe. Maybe? Give me a moment to consult my old work. Alright, I figured out my issue. So, my issue was, since, I don't know, Scratch is kind of weird. It likes to not do things that it's supposed to do sometimes, so you have to find some weird workarounds. If you put a 1 second here, literally that's it, just put a 1 second above this all, it works. It then works just like this, right? So, what I did in my project that was different than this is mine doesn't start off from just one green flag clicked. Mine goes off of a broadcast. So I have a main menu, so when the green flag is clicked, it does a main menu, and then you click a button, and then you see if you want a cutscene, and you hit no, and then you hit enter, and then it runs through a broadcast like this, and this isn't here. Since it's running through a broadcast, that broadcast acts as your 1 second. So if you probably did that, if you just want to run it off of a play, yep, works just fine. Just put a timer right here, or run it through a broadcast. However you want to do. If you want to have a cutscene and have it run through a broadcast, do that, and it works just fine. So yeah, there we go. That scared me a little bit. I was wondering why it didn't work. But see, now we have this, right? We're not actually moving the character. Character's not moving. Our character is staying in one spot. Our background, or not our background, our world sprite is the one that's actually moving. So, how do we add another one, you ask? So that's pretty easy. So this is seriously all you need. Oh yeah, if you want to see what happens when you get super close to the side, it'll go away. Like, it won't stick to the end of the screen. It'll stick for a second, and then it should disappear. Alright, it doesn't. Well, whatever. If you keep going this way, I'm holding the right arrow to go back, and then it'll... Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool, isn't it? Anyway, what you do next is you'll duplicate what you just made, just like this. Go 2. Now, if the sprite is 2, remember our 2 is this, and we wanted this to be on this side, the right side of our thing. So again, 480 by 360, we're going to the left, which is a x-axis, and our x-axis is 480. And this this side is positive, this side is negative. So we set our world x to 480. An entire, another sprite over to the side. And negative would bring it to the other side. We don't want it on the other side. We generate. Alright, and now, what happened? Bit weird, because if you've seen for a second, they both generated on top of each other. Let me consult my other code to see what I did wrong, because I messed everything up, it appears to be. Yes. Rookie mistakes on my part. So, what we need to do, this top one doesn't need to be touched. This one does, though. Right here, right in this go to player thing. So it's still going to player, but it's still going to player X and player Y, but player X and player Y are constantly 0. So we need to do a little bit of addition. So it'll be player X, and now we're setting world XY where it needs to be. So it's player X plus world X to actually make the thing do what it's supposed to. So player Y, world Y. And now if you load it, boom, just like that, you go in. If you see this, that's just because I must not have actually made the world thing all the way to the end. There must be like some pixels of green over there. So don't worry about that. Yours won't do that if you did it right. But see, look at that. It connects. And then you go to this side, and I see, look at that. And you might see a glaring problem, which is, look at this, look at that. Isn't that cool? But before I even talk about a problem that's going to eventually probably happen, let's add the other side. So this other side is number 3. See how this code could get long if you have a big bunch of stuff. I wish I could figure out a way to do it. This side, it's the other side, so it'd be negative 480. And then you don't have to touch anything else. You just start. Now you can go this way. Look at that. Here it is. Isn't that cool? Okay, do you see the glaring issue that's happening? Do you see it? Do you see how it's sticking to the edge right here? That one part is sticking to the edge. It's not supposed to be doing that, is it? Why is it doing that, Deku? We told it to hide. We told it to hide. Well, don't worry about it, because this is the one thing that you're probably not going to like. But it's what needs to be done. Make a new sprite, call it border. This does not need to be thick. Trust me, it does not need to be super thick. Just make a square, outline of a square. Just like this. Try to make it as even as possible on all sides. Fill it in. When the green flag is clicked, show, go to 0, 0, go to front. Don't worry, your player will never touch it. This thing doesn't move. Just like that. Boom. You have a little bit of a border, but now it shouldn't be able to get caught. Now you see, you don't even see that. And hey, maybe you might like that. I like it for my game that I'm working on, because I can put like variables up here. Like stuff all along the sides that would normally be in the way and kind of be annoying. But now look at that. You have a little scrolling thing. How do we know if it's going to work up and down, Deku? Well, shut up and I'll show you, okay? So we're going to edit this a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little path going up, just so we can do this as an example. And I'll make a new one. Don't forget to number it 4. We're going to grab a color and put it in there. And now V, get this thing back. Put the, oh my goodness. Put these up, just like that. Make a new thing, just like that. Put it at the bottom, set the number to 4. And now this needs to stay 0. That doesn't change because we're doing an up and down axis, which remember was 360, not 480. So you change this. Up is positive, bottom is negative. So this would be 360, just like that. I think it was 360, right? Aren't they? Yeah, by 360. Okay. So now let's check what happens. Boop, we load it up. Now can we go up? Look at that. We can't. Wait a minute. Why can't we? Hold up. Did I do something wrong? I can't even consult my code because I don't even have it this far in my code. I haven't done up and down stuff yet. So did I mess anything up? Did I miss anything? World X, no, that stays the same. World Y does change. Huh. Is it down for some reason? No, it's not up. Oh, I know. Don't forget the repeat thing. The repeat thing. There we go. There it is. Okay. Alright, there it is. Woo. Scared me a bit. You have your scrolling. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool, actually. Now, I'm probably going to make a second tutorial. The reason I'm not going to put it in this one is because I haven't figured it out yet. Which might sound stupid because it's like, well, this is easy. You know how to do this. You've done this before in games. I know. But for this system, it's not working. Wall collision. Touching this and not going immediately through it. I can make the character stop on the wall, right? I can make him do that. It's just a fact of getting him to either move again, which he won't do, or when you can easily glitch through the wall, which isn't fun. So once I figure that out, second episode will be posted. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then like it. If you didn't like it anyways, because look at this. It's a cool little system, and also a game will be coming out soon, which when the game comes out, will be coming along with another super, super cool Scratch tutorial that I'm super excited to share with you guys. I don't know how long that will take. Depends how long it takes for me to finish the game. That might be a few months. But anyways, according to YouTube statistics, only a small portion of you are subscribed to actually watch. So if you could just go down there and check to see if you're subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please. That'd help me out a lot. You know, it's free, and you can always unsubscribe whenever you want later if you don't like what you see here. join the Discord, link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.